Who am I? In a quiet corner of the world, where the sun gently kissed the earth and the wind whispered secrets to the trees, a young girl sat by a peaceful river. Her name was Sanya, and though the world around her was serene, her heart was anything but calm. The river's waters flowed smoothly, reflecting the endless sky, yet Sanya's thoughts were turbulent, swirling with questions she could not answer. She gazed at her reflection in the water, the image trembling slightly with the river's current. "Who am I?" she whispered to herself, her voice barely audible over the soft murmur of the stream. This question had echoed in her mind for as long as she could remember, but today it felt more urgent, more pressing, as if the answer was something she desperately needed to find. Sanya rose to her feet and began to walk. She didn't know where she was going, but she felt a pull within her, a subtle urging to move, to seek. As she wandered through fields of golden grass, climbed towering mountains, and crossed vast, empty deserts, her thoughts churned with the same unrelenting question. "Am I my thoughts?" she wondered, as she trekked through a dense forest, the trees around her thick with mystery. "Am I my feelings?" she questioned while standing on the edge of a cliff, the wind tossing her hair and filling her lungs with the scent of freedom. "Or am I my past?" she pondered, as she journeyed through a barren desert, her footprints the only marks on the vast, unyielding sand. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, yet the answer remained elusive, hiding in the shadows of her mind. Exhausted, Sanya came to a stop at the edge of a serene grove. In the center of the grove stood a great tree, its branches stretching out like open arms, inviting her to rest beneath its shade. And there, sitting quietly, was a man. An old man with a gentle smile, and eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of the ages. Sanya approached him slowly, her heart pounding with a mixture of hope and hesitation. She sat down across from him, the soft earth cool beneath her legs. For a moment, they sat in silence, the world around them hushed, as if waiting for the conversation to begin. Finally, Sanya spoke. "Can you tell me who I am?" Her voice was soft, almost pleading. The old man opened his eyes and looked at her, his gaze warm and knowing. He smiled, a smile that seemed to reach deep into her soul. "Who you are," he began, his voice calm and soothing, "is not defined by your thoughts, your feelings, or your past. These are but passing clouds in the sky of your being." Sanya frowned slightly, her brow furrowing in confusion. "But if I am not those things," she asked, "then what am I?" The old man's smile deepened as he continued. "At your core, you are awareness itself. You are the silent observer of all that comes and goes. You are not your name, your identity, or your story. These are roles you play in the grand theater of life. To know who you truly are, you must go beyond the mind and touch the essence of your being. You are the witness, the consciousness that perceives all, yet is not touched by any of it." Sanya's eyes widened as his words sank in. "So, I am the awareness that sees, not the seen. I am the silence that listens, not the heard." "Yes," the old man nodded, his voice a soft breeze in the stillness. "And in that realization, you find freedom. You are not limited by your body, your thoughts, or your experiences. You are the limitless, the eternal." A profound peace began to wash over Sanya, like the first rays of dawn breaking through the darkness. The turmoil that had once raged within her quieted, and she felt, for the first time, a deep connection to something beyond herself, something infinite and unchanging. Sonia smiled, a true smile that came from deep within. "I am the witness of all that is," she said, her voice now steady and serene. "I am free." The old man nodded once more, and together they sat in the stillness, their souls united in the silent understanding of the truth. The sun began to set, casting a warm golden light over the grove. Sonia closed her eyes, feeling the peace within her settle, as natural and effortless as the breath in her lungs. And as the day turned to night, Sonia knew that her journey was not over, but the question that had once haunted her had been answered, not with words, but with a knowing that transcended thought. She was not her name, her past, or her identity. She was something far greater, something eternal. She was the awareness, the observer, the one who is free.